I'm on a mission to try every restaurant in Edmonton.
Today we're trying Uncle Omlet.
Okay, before we start talking about the food, I just want to mention that we have never been to this type of Indian restaurant before. So talking to the waitress, she told us that this is West Indian food and everything on the menu was very different than what we've seen in other restaurants. Very vegetarian focused. Nearly everything was vegetarian, short like maybe a few dishes. This restaurant is egg focused because in West India, almost no one can eat meat. But they can eat eggs. So this is apparently very popular in the Mumbai area. So I thought that was very interesting. All right, on to the food.
First up, we got the deviled eggs for $7. These were extremely interesting in flavor. I've had a lot of Indian-style fish dishes before, and they must use some spices that are very similar to those, because this felt like I was eating a seafood-style, Indian-flavored deviled egg. Very interesting flavors for sure, and on top there was some cheese and cilantro. This dish was so close to being really good. Overall, I enjoyed it. I would give it maybe slightly above average, and what's really holding it back is that the cheese on top is not melted at all. If they had just taken a blowtorch to it, or maybe put it in the oven for a while, it would have been so much better. But as it stands, it was like a little bit better than alright. Very interesting though. Next up was the egg lahori for $15.50. I have never had lahori. I've never even heard of lahori before. This is like a spicy, tangy curry sauce with egg as the primary protein. This dish was really different than any type of curry I've had before, and it was quite tasty. I liked it. It came with 2 buttered and toasted hot dog buns you see up there, and that's actually the one part that I don't know if hot dog buns are supposed to come with this dish. That's like what's normal. But I wish they used a different type of bread. Like, in my head, if they gave us roti or some naan, like garlic naan, oh, that would be so good with this. As it stands, the hot dog buns were like, okay, I just wish it was a different type of bread. Last thing we had was the volcano egg rice for $14.50. This was an Indian flavored fried rice dish where egg was the primary protein. It's vegetarian. They stir fried the rice, and then it seems like they had boiled eggs on the side that they chopped up and mixed in after. This rice dish had your standard kind of fried rice vegetables like, peas, cubed carrots, and some green beans. It was alright. To be honest, every bite where we had egg with the bite, it became a very balanced flavor and it was really tasty. Every bite where you don't have egg was like, very mediocre, to be honest. So I wish it had just more egg in general. As a fried rice dish, I really prefer Chinese-style fried rice, to be honest. I thought it was okay. Like, it was alright. Overall, for this dish and the lahori, I would say it was on the spicy side. So if you can't handle spice, you should ask them to make it less spicy. Also, I just want to mention that the 3 dishes we chose to try were what were recommended by the staff as like their best 3 dishes for us to try.
Okay, time for the food scores. So for the food, overall, I'm going to give them a 6.25. I did enjoy my meal here. The deviled eggs were close. If they had just toasted them to melt the cheese or used the torch or something, they would have been so much better. As it stands, because the cheese wasn't melted, I think it's like a little bit better than all right. I did like the egg lahori a lot. It was my first time trying lahori. Very tasty curry. And for the rice, I thought it was decent. The only thing about it was that like I said earlier, every bite without egg was just not nearly as good as the bites with egg. I just think it needed a better egg to rice ratio. So it was like also just slightly better than all right. The egg lahori is really what's pushing it above average here. So 6.25. Now for the service. I actually thought the service was very, very good. One of the main things I appreciated was that when we ran out of bread, the waiter was paying attention. So she came over and asked if we needed more and then brought us more. That's awesome. The waiter was attentive but not annoying at all. Quick to know if we need something and checked in with us, but didn't keep coming back or anything like that. So I liked the service here. Especially the thing with the bread was a really nice touch. So we're going to give them like a 7.5. It's good service. Now, finally, for bang for your buck. Clearly, overall, we liked the food. And it was not expensive food. So I actually think we're going to give them a 6.
The one thing that does kind of bug me is that their prices online are cheaper than in the restaurant. So the egg lahori is only $14 here on the website. But in person, it was $15.50. $14, I would have liked it even more, and I did like it. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe the website's just not up to date or whatever it is, but really, I think businesses should stay on top of keeping their pricing consistent.
All in all, if you're looking to try West Indian food, you should check this place out. It was pretty good.